Well, that took a few extra minutes. Got sidetracked doing morning chores with cats. Get everything ready, and a couple cats decided they were going to do Dookie Dukes, so I had to clean the litter box. Take trash outside. Alright, good morning, Completionist 89. Good morning, everybody else. It is early, 5:40-ish. 5:42 on a Sunday morning. As always, we multi-stream every morning around 5:30 a.m. for around an hour, hour and a half, sometimes two, but usually hour and a half-ish. Just depends. Whenever I hear Chris getting up, getting ready, that's when I wrap things up and go do my morning routine with her. And then we multi-stream every night at 8 p.m. Central. And right now we are in the middle of a Rogue Trader playthrough. If you've not played this or you've never heard of this, this is a CRPG from Owlcat Games. They did a couple of Pathfinder games a while back, and this time around they're doing Warhammer 40K, which is great for me because I've never played anything Warhammer, and so I'm getting into the world for the first time, learning about the lore. And I have sniffles this morning. Now, when we left off last night, we had leveled up to level 16, I think, and we got through the end of chapter 1. Which means the first thing before we do anything else is I need to level up my character. So I get to choose a specialized archetype now. I can either go Bounty Hunter, Master Tactician, or Arch Militant. Yeah, so we're done with this one. I have no idea what I want to choose here. Nah, I don't think I want to do... It'll probably be Bounty Hunter is probably what I'll go. Arch Militant. If it hits, it will cause all targets to take a toughness resistance bonus. If failed, the targets take over suffer negative effect. Reckless Rush. Wildfire. Ooh. Okay, Confident Approach. Keystone features versatility. See, it's mentioning melee attacks here and stuff. I don't think that's going to be for me. Let me check the Bounty Hunter. Keystone features hunt down the prey. The Bounty Hunter may mark any enemy in combat as its prey. Whenever the Bounty Hunter marks a target, or kills a target marked as prey. Hang on. I heard cats meowing outside. 1 second. What's up, Bamboozler? I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, guys. It's Homestead. I got cats and all sorts of fun stuff. That was Mary crying at the door. She wanted to go back outside. She's like 90% an outside cat. She comes in to eat, but then she wants to go out afterwards. And she only really sleeps inside when it's raining or when it's like cold. She'll come in and sleep in the bed. It doesn't get cold here very often. I have a sweater on because I'm in the air conditioning of the office. But it doesn't really ever get cold here. So cold for the cats is going to be, when it gets down to like 65 degrees at night, she'll come inside. But she's bad. Like if I don't let her out, we have a cat door that we don't leave the access to it unblocked. So like when it's the daytime, which at any time after 5 a.m., we put like a block in front of it so that the cats can't just go in and out as they please because we don't want the male cats to leave between 5 and like 11 o'clock at night because of the traffic. The female cats, they don't go into the road. They stay in the house. They stay in the backyard in the forest behind our property. But Mary has learned over the last few months, she goes batshit crazy and has learned how to like get behind the things that we stack up in front of the door and pull it all out and like get inside, and she'll create like this little 1.5 to 2 inch opening and somehow squeeze through and just knocks all this shit over. So whenever I hear her meowing, I have to go let her out because otherwise she starts to do the naughty things. All right, let me reread this. And I apologize for the sniffles, guys. It's one of those mornings. If the bounty hunter, whenever the bounty hunter may mark any enemy in combat as prey. Whenever the bounty hunter kills a target marked as prey, they gain a stackable bonus till the end. Bonus depends on the enemy difficulty tier. Roman numeral over the enemy's icon. 1 to 2 is 25% of the bounty hunter's maximum wounds as temporary wounds. 3 to 4, 5 times the prey's difficulty tier. Hunt down the prey has 3 charges at the start of combat. Something else I'm very confused about, which I still haven't learned, is I don't know the difference between maximum wounds and temporary wounds. I'm really gonna have to study up on this because this is really confusing to me. Additional wounds granted by certain effects and abilities. When a character suffers damage in combat, temporary wounds are deducted first. I mean, okay. I think we're going bounty hunter. Again, I'm going to spend all morning just leveling up my characters today because I got to choose a specialized archetype for everybody. All right, how do I choose it? I think I just did. Yep. All right. I may never take her again, but well, actually, I'm going to have to because Heinrichs is leaving our party. Do I want to also have her be a bounty hunter or have her do something different? Steady superiority. Reckless Rush. I feel like this is more, I don't know. Some of this stuff is more set up for melee. Screw it. Let's just have her try. Let's try something different. Let's have her go Arch Militant. Ooh. Vanguard. Unstoppable force in the front line, a beacon for their allies. Always have to think about using the combat prowess, able to harness momentum to enhance combat effectiveness. Increase battle effectiveness of the parts of the battlefield. I'm gonna have. God, this is gonna take me all morning. This is awesome. I can create specific areas providing bonuses. That sounds way too complex. Yeah, but that sounds like I would need to. That's for somebody who's going to be doing attacks. I'm not doing attacks with her. Each attack against the Vanguard grants them 1 stack of Unyielding Beacon. Each stack increases their resolve. All allies in a 2-cell radius around the Vanguard gain 1/5 of that bonus. That doesn't sound useful at all. What else could... Its warrior can go to these archetypes. I think maybe I'm going to have to do Grand Strategist, because it sounds more like she's a backline character. Alright, they can assign specific areas, providing bonuses to all allies. Frontline, backline, and rear. In the first turn, all 3 areas can be created. In the following turn, only 1 can be created. All areas can be moved with corresponding abilities and cannot overlap. If there are 2 or more Grand Strategists, the combat tactic areas are common for all Grand Strategists, and the highlighted bonuses are used. There cannot be more than 1 frontline, backline, or rear. Regardless of the abilities used, the Grand Strategist always acts first in combat. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. We're going to do this. We're doing Grand Strategist. All right. Heinrichs is leaving my party, I think. By the way, where's Abelard? Or is Abelard leaving my party? I forget who it was last night. I thought it was Heinrichs. What is assassin? One of the enemy's sides. Whenever the assassin hits an opening, they deal an additional 10% of max wounds damage. After an attack, the opening is moved to the opposite side of the enemy. Okay. I guess we go. I mean, it doesn't make any sense for him to go Grand Strategist because we're already going to have a Grand Strategist. I guess I could go Bounty Hunter. It seems weird to have. What is Exemplar? Do we all get Exemplar? Yeah. All right. I'm just going to go Vanguard with Heinrichs. Um, I mean, I'm already going to do one of these, but I'm just going to go Bounty Hunter. And then her, I mean, I'll go Assassin, just why not? Just to try it out. So, why couldn't I level up Abelard?
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
I guess nothing. Well, let's quick save now that we've got everybody leveled up, because that was way more than I thought it was going to be. I think everything I have is into Chapter 2 now. Let's turn off completed quests. Pascal has found a data bank belonging to the Rogue Trader's predecessor in the Furibunda system. The data encrypted in this database may prove useful to the new Rogue Trader. The bridge cogitator once belonged to Pascal's ship. So, Bridge von Valencia's ship. Where's that at? Is that this thing over here? Place your hand inside the servitor's maw. Ah, this is it. Hang on, I hear cats meowing again. Gonna be one of those kind of mornings. Alright. Pascal's informed me that the system has encrypted data stored inside. I wish to know its contents. Without another word, the tech priest turns to the cogitator. He raises his hands and a prayer of Binhart code pours out of his Vox device. The servo motors in the bowels of the machine grow louder, its undulating hum responding to his chant. Numerical combinations run down the screen. Alright. The machine spirit has discovered numerous critical errors. The data is damaged. The tech priest stops abruptly and the green glow of his visor narrows. Registering an intact segment, the machine spirit has spoken. The worlds of Kiava Gamma and Dargonis hold certain data repositories. The mechanism is ready to provide the Rogue Trader with data keys that can unlock said repositories. Alright, what data repositories? That remains hidden. The encrypted databank belonged to the esteemed Theodora. She was the only one who could have known about these repositories. Perhaps the former engine seer would have known. If I were to propose a hypothesis, it would be most prudent of a figure as eminent as a rogue trader to store her classified data in receptacles most secure. How do I accept the keys? The gracious machine spirit is willing to transfer the data keys to the head of House von Valences by means of an electu and hypodermic tattoo augment. If you're ready to accept the keys, place your hand inside the servitor's mouth. Deep within the servitor's dark gullet, unseen burning hot needles pierce your wrist, but the sharp pain only lasts a moment. The electu that has been planted inside your wrist should be enough to open the repository doors. Can you tell me more about the caches? The Omnissiah favors you. The machine spirit is willing to commence the calculation that could restore the lost data. Unfortunately, I don't have tech use high enough, probably. It says restore the data on the case located on Dargonis. Oh, it worked. The machine hums louder until it lets out a resounding crackle. Then the sound stops, and an unmoving numerical combination lights up the screen. The data has been restored, but it is only a single phrase. Litanies of the motive force. That is all the sacred mechanism is able to salvage. Or what about the next one? The repository on Kiavagama has a security system guarding it. The machine spirit has recovered a code that will allow you to disable the defenses. Okay, so it sounds like we got a couple of planets we need to visit. Argenta has something to discuss with the head and his... Okay, but that's going to be on Atrium. Alright, we need to go to Footfall more than anything else because... we need to get the ship repaired. Lord Captain, Rever's voice over the box sounds weary rather than annoyed. I'm getting reports of several ships moving towards us. Judging by the fact they're not responding to our hails and the telemetry shows a trail of micro batteries, they're not here for a chinwag. Ready to issue reports to prepare for battle at your command. Can we evade this combat? I don't think so, Lord Captain. There's no reason to. It'd be easier to blast these scum to smithereens than to evade them. Well-worn Footfall will come in with a few micro salvos. Where did they come from? The rubbish of Furnibundus, and I'm not talking about those wrecks that were open to fire. I mean the remains of meteorites, gas clouds, refuse from the shipyards. It all bunches together, sir, and smaller ships hide behind it to harass other ships as they emerge from warp. Could this be the work of Conrad Waitver? It's possible. He could have hired some scum, or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of our ship and decided to push his luck. So I guess this is going to be our first taste of ship combat, right? In which case, I need to make a timestamp here so that I can show everybody my noobish attempts to do space-based combat. This is 34 minutes in. Ship combat. Alright, this is something I never got to do in beta, so this will be my first time doing ship combat. First time for everything. Press any key. Oh yeah, this is definitely the ship combat that I saw so much about. Oh shit, we're getting multiple targets. Awesome. This is so cool. So this is my first ship-based combat encounter. We're going to go through the tutorial here, which is going to be awesome. All right. You've engaged the enemy in space combat. Battles in space and on the surface of planets work quite differently from one another. In space combat, the battlefield is separated into 3 zones marked by various degrees of brightness. Number 1 is the acceleration zone. Number 2 is the mid-movement zone. Oh my god, there's layers of complexity here. Number 3 is the end movement zone. Ships travel at high speeds even during combat, which is why both your ships and those of your enemies must move a certain distance each round. You can only end your turn once your ship has traversed this minimum required distance upon entering the end movement zone. You know, I played a, there's a Battlestar Galactica game that I played earlier this year. I did a Let's Play series on it. I cannot remember the name of it, but it had a very complex ship combat system where you had to take a minimum movement as well. So I wonder if that's very similar here. Well, we'll see it in action here in a minute. I don't see what they mean by colored zones, though. I guess we'll see that here in a minute. To move the ship, click left mouse button on any accessible cell in the battlefield. Once you do, you will see a hologram of the ship that will allow you to evaluate the efficiency of future attacks and actions from that position, just as you would in regular combat. Click the left mouse button again to confirm your choice and command the ship to move. Alternatively, you can click right mouse button to remove the hologram. Alright, so, oh, this must be the colors. So I'm assuming this is that acceleration, this is the mid, this is the end. Alright, and now down here we've got Void Ship Ram. The ship rams an enemy, dealing 10 damage. After ramming an enemy and until the end of its turn, the flagship is slowed and unable to use prow-mounted weapons. Then we have a Mazoa Lance weapon. Oh, so it's... dude. Oh, wow. Oh, so there's angles of... oh, this is going to be super complex. So there's angles of attack depending on what weapons you're using. Alright, those are... the lance weapon is up front. The torpedo tubes... looks like they're only directly around me, so they have to be right up front. Restart the shields. That's going to reduce the speed and firing range. How do you see your shields? Because down here is a... it says 120. Is that your shield? Oh, and there's even slots. Look at this down on the bottom, guys. There's slots for... yeah, Greg, I haven't had any coffee either, and there's a lot of complexities here. I guarantee you this is going to be a learning process beyond just the initial tutorial. But look at that, there's slots down on the bottom too for Supreme Commander, Master Cannoner, Shield Master, Master of Maneuvers, Warp Channeler, Master of Etherics. So I need to slot people into those positions as well. So there's going to be like officers. I'm assuming they're going to bring buffs. I wonder if they bring additional abilities. I don't know. So that's a short-range broadside to port, short-range broadside to starboard, and this one goes in any direction other than behind. So it says... let's just try this out. Alright, attacking with weapons. Your ship is equipped with an arsenal of weapons which differ in terms of range of fire and offer you a variety of ways to assault your opponents. The ship can attack with each of its weapons once per turn. These can be fired as the ship moves, as attacking does not end the ship's movement. What? These can be fired as the ship moves. But it's turn-based. That doesn't make any sense. Each of the ship's weapons is a separate attack action on the panel at the bottom of the screen. You can click on it to see the firing arc. Consider what position on the battlefield would be most advantageous for your ship. Select an attack action on the panel to attack the enemy. Each turn you can use one of your ship's attacks once. Maneuver your ship in battle and attack with different weapons to make the most out of your ship's capabilities. Okay. Well, let's try the lance weapon. Some ships are protected by shields. To deal damage to this enemy, you must first pierce the shields. 2 shield arrays cover the ship's sides, 1 protects its bow, and 1 its stern. When facing an enemy ship equipped with shields, choose your angle of attack wisely and direct your fire at a side where the shields are weakened or completely depleted. How do you tell? Is that the gray icon they're showing me that's around the green icon? Note that enemies' shields recover each round. Notice that your ship is also protected by shields. If the enemy attacks you from a side where the shields are weakened or depleted, your ship will take damage. Flagship's damage shields do not recover. Instead, they can be restored using the restore, which I saw that earlier. Restoring the shields reduces your combat efficiency. Copy that. So if I do the torpedo tubes, it doesn't do anything because they're not far enough. Oh, and then probably I could go ahead and choose to ram it as well. Oh no, because it's slightly, my angle of attack is slightly wrong. All right, so definitely that's what that white bar represents. Is the shields. Panda Vision said his forward shield on. Yeah. Greg says looks like the scalloped edges must be the shield strength indicator. Correct. All right, I think because that's it. How do I end my turn? Because I don't have any other attacks and I can't. Oh, I can move a little bit more. But can I do a broadside here? Okay. That's all I can do this turn. All right. All right. Toasted that, buddy. So now we need to swing around here. Like so. Probably can't hit him with anything right now. So I would end my turn. Okay, so there's some complexities here because you've got to worry about positioning, and it's not as easy as just like because there's momentum, right? Very interesting. So I'm assuming we just keep circling each other, and it's going to be really hard to, unless we chose to do a run and then turn around. So they're going to circle around again. Oh, what did he just... Okay, that's a little extra. Oh, and he's out of range of all my attacks this round. So you know what I need to do? Let's just, let's get some distance here. He'll have to chase me. This is interesting. Okay. Alright, we can deal with this. I was trying to turn around completely, but it's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to get him. Oh, I can get him from here. Got him! The battle is over. I got XP towards rank 1. This is an indicator of the overall power of the Von Valancia's flagship, the efficiency of its combat posts, the durability of its hull, and the might of its weapons. Prevailing over enemies in space battles advances the flagship's level, which enhances its parameters and unlocks new abilities, post improvements, and component upgrades. How cool is that? And I got scrap and some ancient machinery as a trophy. So I wonder if, because I saw the postings, but it hasn't prompted me to do anything about the postings yet. So I wonder if that's part of the tutorial or if that comes later. I'm thinking that comes later because we're now in open space. So that's essentially the ship combat tutorial for new players. I'm writing this down. Get a timestamp here. That was really cool, guys. Like that's a new, that was new for me because I haven't seen that. I know it was there, but I never saw it in beta. Awesome. That was a really interesting. I'm just imagining the complexities of space-based combat on top of everything else, because over here, I know because I browsed it earlier, you have all of these, you can upgrade, you know, your engine, your shields, Auspex armor, port starboard, dorsal prow. You can actually upgrade your RAM, so it can be upgraded right now. I can upgrade the hull, and it requires the, oh, so that scrap we just looted is used to increase your hull integrity. And then you can upgrade the ship, which is later on, and then you have your posts, and so you can put people in the posts. So I'm going to dive into this a little bit more later on. I don't know if it's going to give me a tutorial for all of this stuff, but yeah, there's some complexities to ship-based combat. Rhinox says, good morning, Ren. I'm curious if the ship completely repairs at the end of combat or if you need to repair. I don't know. It didn't mention anything about that, so I have no clue on that front. Who's the Supreme Commander? Skill required persuasion. This post oversees the crew and give orders to other posts. This requires demolition. So I can put my dude there. The Master Cannoner. Shield Master. And it shows their abilities too. Master of Maneuvers. War Channeler. Master of Etherics. They've got these locked abilities too, and then I can upgrade. Torpedo control. Gives control of the nearest torpedo salvo, granting it 5 BMP. Void movement points. Determine how far a ship can move on their turn. Swing run. Flagship has a straight line making a full U-turn at the end of its movement. Oh, I want that. Can I upgrade it now? Not yet, I'm guessing. Upgrade the hull. 50 scrap. Cool. That is a quick save. Oh, my shields went up because they were 120 and now they're 134. Oh. Alright, so we're over here and we've got these worlds that we can go explore, but we're going to ignore those. Excuse me. So we're going straight to Footfall because we need to, it's a big city. We need to repair our ship. It says wait for the completion of the ship's inspection. Void Dock Alpha Row. Oh, so you see now Abelard's available. He wasn't available earlier for me to level up, so I'll level him up when we get to the planet. Oh, we're being greeted at the docks by somebody. Remember, I came here incognito, so no one knows who I am. That was the choice I made last night, to approach incognito. Somebody might know who I am, though. This is the Liege representative. My lordship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obeisance. We were told that you would prefer to arrive on Footfall incognito, so we were trying to attract as little attention as possible. I'm here on behalf of the Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladim Tokara. The Liege awaits the chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you happen to have other business to attend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station. Cassia's lips curl tight slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of words and welcome, far less appealing hues lurk, murky and diluted. The looks of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Idira jerks her head, shakes it, and hisses through her teeth. Someone's coming, and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Abelard sighs and casually places his hand on his weapon. Alright, who's coming, Idira? Judging by the voices, there's a lot of them. Angry, they've got teeth, but they aren't that sharp. Their strength is in their numbers. The Liege representative says, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such a cryptic pronoun? She doesn't get to say the rest.
Hey, newcomers!
Oh, shit!
How's this for a warm welcome?
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
That was not expected. Can I level him up before we do this? Please. Let me. Nope. I can't do it in combat apparently. Alright. Boo! I'm not going to get to use his new feature because we weren't able... I don't know why I wasn't able to level him up on the planet. All right, get over here. You need to go here. You go here. You go here. I have Argenta again. Oh, hold up. You know what? Let's put Renfail over here. Oh, no, no, no. Hold up. Let's put him back over here. Let's put Argenta over there. Oh, I can't. All right, Renfail in the corner. Argenta here. Abelard. Stop. Let's get you up front and close and personal, buddy. No, hang on. All right, start the battle. Cassia, so we got all these new things now. Frontline. All allies in the front line gain 11 bonus to armor. All enemies will gain cover efficiency and dodge. Oh, wow. Oh, so that's cool. I can put that on. But I can't change the... I can't change... I wonder if I could spin it. Like, it doesn't want to let me... You know, if that makes sense. No, 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 no. I misclicked. I misclicked. Son of a bitch. Whatever.
Do not dare ask. Me. If you insist, Lord
Okay, I want to
Captain.
know if I can turn those, but I don't think I can. Alright, so I now have Hunt Down the Prey. So let's mark this dude.
It's as good as done.
Then
Who,
let's
if
hit him
not
with
me?
that. And let's shoot him and see what happens.
I'll make it happen.
Okay, it's not gonna enough to kill him, unfortunately.
If I may. Duty demands.
Oh, I also got Abelard. Sorry, buddy. Alright, well, that's enough for now. I'm gonna have to play around with those new abilities now that I have these advanced archetypes. Alright, so... yeah, let's do these three. I missed all of them. Come on, girl.
I'll do it.
Okay. That's good, because now she's
Power
got...
resides in the will of the righteous.
Now she's got access to this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Missing over and over and over. 61% chance.
As the Emperor commands,
Bloodstained
I act.
Amelia. Oh, it's a named.
Doubt is for the weak.
I've missed with a 61% chance.
I'll do it.
Over and over and over. Let's mark a new target.
I'll see to it personally. I won't compromise my principles. Oh! It's as good as done. My gut tells me it's a bad idea. Another enemy down.
Nice. Okay, that just triggered.
Here's my perfect moment.
Alright.
On it.
Really?
I'll see to it personally. Your end was inevitable. I refuse. I won't stand for it.
I'm gonna have to move up a little
Taking
bit.
calculated risk is in my second nature.
Okay.
Heretics be damned!
Oh, we got more coming in. Ambush at the docks. What a way to arrive. This reminds me of that first adventure module in Starfinder. Something station. I don't remember the name of it, but you get attacked as soon as you arrive. I need her to be able to. Can I get over here?
Cover me.
What does that even mean?
Will do.
Indeed.
Oh, and he missed. Oh, and I was stupid because I shouldn't have done that. That was my first attack. I always
Victory
forget
is
that because it burns my.
I took care of this one.
It burns my movement if I use the needle first. All right, Pascal. Let's just send you out here because you're a big boy. Oh, that's as far as you can get? Lame.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Oh, I should have used my... I forgot he has a pistol now. I should have used his ranged attack. Herpaderpy! Well, I can rectify that really quick.
My vow is to serve.
There we go. Melted him down, all three of them. Alright, ooh, and we get to do something fun. I'm gonna give Pascal
I'll show you why navigators
this.
are feared.
He's gonna run around and do
As
something fun
tactical
real quick.
imperative dictates. Running binaric override.
Alright.
Request vital function successfully terminated. Activate calculated fury. My confidences are not that. I venerate you.
Oh, I didn't quite get her in one turn, but I get another one. Chomp!
Value.
5. God, Pascal has turned into like this freaking dynamite powerhouse of a character.
Significant value.
I'm loving Pascal now. He's really turned out to be something special. All right, the shivering young servant looks up at you with horror in her eyes. In his eyes, sorry. Emperor, protect me. They killed. Every time I warn them, and they all go, "Dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought?" Adira spits on the ground in annoyance. I'm going to ask him, does this sort of thing happen around here often? Shooting, yes. Attacks on nobles, not very often, unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Alright. Do you know who they were? They were Anvers. They're a gang. They're the worst, I'm telling you. They're scared of no one, not even Liege Takara. He glances around like he's expecting more bandits to appear. Well, you better go report this to your liege, bro. Yes, sir, I'll report. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. Well, that's our first introduction to Footfall, right? I think we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go Vanguard. Oh, we got all sorts of new loot that I'm gonna have to sort through. But that is a great stopping point for the morning stream, everybody. Do a quickie this morning. I hear movement out in the kitchen, so I need to get up and go hang out with Chris, do our morning coffee and everything else. I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. Central for some more Rogue Trader. In the meantime, we're doing this a little different. I'm doing an experiment now since we're playing this game. I'm basically doing, normally I would do videos at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and the streams outside of that. But instead, what I'm doing now is I've got videos every hour, on the hour, for the moment. We're doing all these playthrough sessions, the Let's Play series for this game. We've got World of Warcraft, we've got EVE Online, we've got Dune Spice Wars, we've got something else is in the mix too. Lots of stuff happening on the channel, so like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you're on YouTube, and if you're over on Twitch following along in the multi-streams, a simple follow. And if you like what you see and you want to support to keep me on the air full time, because I do this based on the support of all of our channel members on Twitch, all you got to do is join as a sub. You can subscribe. You can also do bits and cheers over on YouTube. You can join as a channel member to support or drop a super chat on any live stream or a super thanks on any uploaded video. I'm going to go away, hang out with Chris for a bit, and I'm going to come back. I got to get a new video up for our channel members on YouTube. So if you're a member of the Adventurers Guild on YouTube, there's going to be a video coming up later today. Thanks, everybody. Till tonight. See ya. Have fun.